Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sola Mathew. In today's video, I'm going to show you step-by-step tutorial on how you can design low content book to publish on Amazon. I'm going to be using Canva and ChatGPT to show you how I publish low content ebooks on Amazon. This is the video so far that has taken me so much time to create and edit. So you don't want to miss anything from it. By the way, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe now and turn up notifications so that anytime I post videos like this, you'll be the first person to know about it.
Before you start designing your book, ensure that you have the idea of what you want to work on. So in this case, let's say the book we want to work on is meditation journal, and then the dimension is 6 by 9 inches and the number of pages is 110. Binding is paperback, and the interior pages is going to be black and white. So once you know this is what you're going to use to eventually design your book. So the first thing you need to search for is to search for KDP Cover Calculator. I'm going to leave the link to this page in the description so that you don't have to keep searching on the internet for it, okay? So once you get to this page, just scroll up. In the binding type, select paperback because that's what we want to be using. The interior type is going to be black and white. The paper type is going to be white paper. The page turn direction is going to be left to right. The measurement units is going to be inches. The interior trim size is 6 by 9. And the page count, we want it to be 110. So this will guide you through to know what kind of pages, the cover you're going to be creating. So once you're done with that, just click on calculate dimension and you see it's going to create the template that you're going to use to design your book cover. So once you're done with that, just click on download and it will be downloaded as a zip file. So I have already downloaded it and unzipped it, and you can see the file here as we have the PDF, we have the PNG, and we have the text. So the file that you need is this PNG. So if you open the file, it's going to look something like this. This is the PNG file. And as you can see here, the overall dimension is 12.498 inches by 9.250 inches. This is what you need to put in Canva, not this one, because this is the overall design that we are going to be using. So once you have this, you can then upload it on your Canva, or you can simply copy and paste it to your Canva. So Canva offers the free version of Canva, which you can see they have a lot of things that you can do with Canva, but there are certain things that you won't be able to do with Canva. That is why I recommend that you get the Canva Pro. Especially, Canva can give you access to the Pro version for 30 days. So I'm going to put a link in the description where you can get access to this Canva Pro for 30 days for free. At least for the first month, where you can get it for free. Okay, so you start the free trial and you see the amazing features that Canva offers you. So once you log into your Canva, right, then you click on this create design. So once you click on this create design, you scroll down, okay, to where you have custom size, and then you input the size that you have on your trim paper. That is the template that we downloaded earlier. But remember to change this to inches, okay, because we are measuring everything in inches. So I'm just going to put the dimension 12.498 by 9.250. So I'm just going to click on create. So from what you're seeing here, you can see Canva has a lot of templates that you can use, including elements that you can use for free, especially if you're using the Canva Pro version. So the first thing we're going to do is to upload the PNG file that we downloaded from Amazon website. So we'll just click on this. This is the PNG file that we want to use. So I'll just click on open and it will be uploaded here. So once it's finished uploading, just click on it. All right, and it will be added here, and then we can, expand it so that it fills up this space. All right, now what we're going to do now is to design our cover with this template. So make sure that while you are designing your cover for your journal, just make sure that any of your design does not pass through this red line. So the first thing I set for here is to come to this element. So once you come to element, just search for black background. It doesn't have to be black background, but that is what I want to use. So if you search for black background, it's going to, populate some of these results. So I'm just going to choose this. Let me see this and see how it will work. So I'm just going to expand it so that it fills up, that page. Right. So that is done. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reduce the transparency of this design so that I see, the inside of this template, just so that if I want, I could delete it later. You understand what I mean? So let's reduce the good. So this is good. So what I'm going to do next is to bring my template. So I'm just going to search for beautiful or meditate. Let me just search for meditate background. So I have some of this as meditate background. So I'm just going to choose this. I think I love this. And as you can see, this is the Pro. So I'm just going to drag it down here. I think I love this way. So I just want to make it to be at the center of this particular page. I think it's there right now. So I want to change that to gold. Yeah, so you can search for color or you could just type gold. So let me just put it as gold. And then what else can I do? If I like, I could just write meditation journal there. So I could go to text, and then you can use some of the already templates here on Canva, or you could just, add the text by yourself. So I just want to search for one that might look very nice. All right, I think I love this. So I'm just going to click on it. So once I click on it, I'll bring it down here, and then I can reduce the size. So I'll just change this to meditation journal. All right, I think this is looking good this way. So I'll just I can drag this down and then delete this because I don't need it anymore, and then drag it to the top, and then increase the transparency. Just make sure that the transparency is back. So this is the way the journal is going to look like, meditation journal. So once you're done with this, what you need to do is just to click on share, and then you could download your journal. Okay, so you can download it as a PDF print, and then change this. If you want, you could change this to CMYK. All right, so I'm going to save it as meditation journal cover in this particular page. All right, that is how to design the cover for your Amazon low content book or journal. So the next thing now is to decide on how you want your interior to be like. And to do that, you come to this particular page, the Amazon website page. I'm going to leave the link to this page in the description. Okay, so you come to where we have set trim size, bleed, and margins, and the sections that we will need in this case would be this bleed. Okay, would be this bleed. So basically, when we say a book is with or without bleed, it means that by the time your book is going to be printed, if you have any design, right, they're going to come to the edges of the print, just like this. You know, the picture here goes through to the edges. But if you select no bleed, right, it's going to mean that you have to design it such that all your content is going to be within the book. That means that there will be spaces around the edges. So that is basically what it means to be no bleed. And with bleed, it means that, you know, the content is going to go towards the edges of your design. All right. So, and once you determine which one you want to use, right, you just scroll down here. The other one is in Japan, I believe. So you just go to this example of page size with and without bleed. And remember, the one that we're using is the 6x9, right? And what we want to do right now is to go with the one with bleed. All right, so this is the one with bleed. So that means that what we're going to be using is 6.125 by 9.25. So once you decide on that, you head over to Canva. So we're going to do that again because we're going to be using the interior this time around. So remember how we did that. We go to create, then we go to custom design, and then we're going to put our design dimensions here. So we say 6.125 by 9.25. And remember to always change it to inches. Okay, so once you're done with that, just click on create new design. So once you come to this page, there's something else we need to do. We need to know the margins. That is, by the time your book is going to be cut, we need to know what margins we'll be having around the book. And that is basically more like the spaces that we're going to leave without touching it, especially considering you know, our elements or design. So to do that, just scroll down, and this is something that you might want to look at. But basically, if you come to this margins, all right, and the number of pages that we're going to be using here is between 24 and 150 because we are using 110. And then if you come to this place, because we are using with bleed, so it has to be at least, so it can be more than that, but it has to be at least 0.375. okay. All right, so once we have the exact margin that we want to use, in this case it has to be at least 0.375, but it can be more than that. So we come here, just drag this ruler until you get 0.375. It's kind of hard sometimes to get, so if you don't get it, just choose the one that is, you know, nearest to it, but it has to be more than 0.375 or approximately that. So let's use 0.385. So once you get that, then you just drag your ruler as well. See if we get 0.385 here. Honestly, sometimes it's kinda hard to get it, even though we got it now, right? So because you know, this ruler sometimes could be very, very difficult. So what I can do is, if you go to, just click on the square. So you go to element, you click on the square. So make sure that the shape is square. So I'm just going to choose square in this sense, and then I will make it smaller so I can drag it to this end. So what I'm trying to do right now is to just ensure that the square matches, you know, this space. So I'll just bring it. So I'll just drag it. So I know that at least this is, you know, the square, it's inside of this. So once I have the square inside, I can just copy, or just cut the square or just move it to this end, right? And then bring this ruler, just drag the ruler to this end. Aha, it's also around that. So let's make this a bit smaller. So take the square again, put it down. Let's expand it a bit. All right, so once you have your margin, you could just delete this square and we could make it a bit smaller just to see. Now, this ruler is not gonna appear in your interior. This is just so that you know where to put your designs. All right, once you have this, what you can do is go to element. Then when you get to element, you can just select this line, right? And you want to expand the line, make it a bit bigger. And if you come to this line style, you can make it the smallest line, just make it small. And you might want to reduce the transparency because the lines will not be very, very bold. Okay, so once you do that, just paste it. So I want to make it like 30 or let's say 25 lines. So I'm just gonna paste that will be 24, right? So once you have everything this way, sometimes they might not be aligned or they might not be evenly distributed. So what you want to do is just highlight everything. Once you highlight everything, right click and then go to space evenly and then click on tidy up. So once you click on tidy up, everything is going to look this way. Now, because this is a meditation journal, I might want to put maybe something to show that people are meditating. It's cool. Somewhere it could be inside of this place or just somewhere around here. So let's look at a design. So we'll just go to element. Let's just search for meditation. So we are now at the element. You can click all to see everything that relates to meditation. So I think I love this, right? So I'm just going to click on it and then remember that the reason you are having this guideline is so that things will not go outside of this margin. So I'm just going to click on this and then reduce it a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it's at the middle, just like this, or you could, the middle, just like this. Then I will reduce the transparency a lot so that it won't really show there. So once everything is set, what we want to do is we could duplicate these pages, right? Remember, we say 110 pages. So click on this grid lines. And then what you want to do is come here, click on duplicate, or you could press Ctrl C or Command C on your laptop and then Command V. So I'm just gonna do that. So basically it's just to paste it until you have all of your pages set. All right, so once you have all of your pages, then you can stop pasting. For example, I have 110 pages already, everything done and dusted. Now, I promised you that I was going to show you how you can use AI or like ChatGPT to make your book even better. Even though we might not be able to do all of that in this tutorial, but I'm just going to show you how to do that. So if you go to ai.com, right, it's going to lead you to ChatGPT. So once you come there, you can, for example, tell ChatGPT to give you description of your book. So in this case, I was chatting with ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT, write me a short book description for meditation journal. It contains quotes to stay motivated as well, number of pages, this I'm publishing on Amazon. So this is what we call prompt. So once I gave ChatGPT these were the description that ChatGPT gave me. I didn't like that, so I told it no. It doesn't contain 110 pages of motivational quotes. It's a meditation journal book where one can journal. It will just contain 10 powerful quotes. It include page count and size in the description. Make the description very short. So I told ChatGPT to write that, and ChatGPT came up with this, right? So I feel like this is really simple, and I could just use it by the time we're uploading our book on Amazon. Now, for example, what you can do in this case is you could tell ChatGPT to write you 10 powerful quotes on meditation or success that you can upload on in your journal, right? So in this case, for example, in the interior, right, what you can do is at each, maybe after about 10 pages, you could put motivational quotes in one of the pages and design it. But you know, I don't want this tutorial to be too long, so I'm not going to show you how to do that, maybe in another tutorial. But I believe that with this, you now know how to create your low content book. So once you are done with this, what you want to do is just come here and click on share, and then you download it as ebook. So once you're done creating your cover and the inner of your low content book or your journal, what you want to do is go to kdp.amazon.com. So you sign in and then you click on create. Okay, now once you create our ebook and upload, then you scroll and then you choose paperback, because paperback is what we want to create. So for the language, just leave it as it is, because the one that we're having here is English. And for the title, remember the ChatGPT gave us a very nice title, so we can just come here and copy meditation journal, put it there. That is the title. Then the subtitle would be a tranquil, right, which is, I think that is good as well. So we come here. This is optional, but you know, we can put it there. Then for the series, this is not a series. Then edition number is, can just leave it this way. So here you could put your name or your publishing company. You could use any name as long as you are not infringing on anybody's copyright. Okay. So once again, you could come to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, give me some ideas, okay? And ChatGPT will give you ideas of the titles you can use. So in this case, I'm just going to use this particular one, Harmony Diaries. So I'll say publishing. And then contributors, if you have anybody who is contributing, you could add that. As for the description, you know, we already have that in ChatGPT. So I'm just going to copy this and then paste here. So this is very simple description, you know. You could edit this and make it longer, you know, but I'm just going to leave it this way. So here it says, I own the copyrights. Just choose that. And then adult content, no, it doesn't contain adult content, so leave it that way. So it's primary marketplace, the most popular one is Amazon, so just leave it amazon.com, or you can choose your region if you only want it to be on your region, but I prefer amazon.com, which is a primary location. And as for the category, we just click on choose category, and then click on this. So let's see which one will relate to what we're doing. Let me choose self-help, and then I will choose journal writing, and then add another category. I also want it to be self-help, and then in this case I will choose motivational, or let's choose dreams or motivational. Either way, I think spiritual will be fine in this case. So then I'll click on save categories. So these are the categories we're going to be using. And here, does your book classify as any of these types, right? So the one that we're choosing is low content book, e.g. journals, notebooks, and planners. And as for the keywords, even though this is optional, I highly recommend that you set up those keywords because it will help in your ranking and book sales. Even though there are other tools, that can help you do this, but I just want to make this tutorial very easy. Maybe in another video, I'm going to create, tutorial on how you can use those tools. But I just want to make this as simple as possible and to help you, even though you don't have any other tool to use. So let's go to the Amazon website. So right now I'm in Amazon.com website. So you want to think about the name that your audience are going to be searching for when they are searching for journals like that. So on this case, let's search for meditation journal. So as you can see here, we have meditation journal for women, for men, meditation journal for daily use, and so on and so forth. But let's just click on meditation journal. So as you can see, these are some of the books that you'll be competing with, and here we have up to about 9,000 competition, which is not really that bad, but it's a bit high. So you can add that, but let's also look at meditation journal for men. So under meditation journal for men, we have 3,000, which is not really bad. So this is something that you might want to consider, even before you even create your book. Okay, but in this case, these are some of the keywords that we'll be adding to our journal. Okay, so I have populated this with some keywords. Okay, so once you're done with this, just click on save and continue. So here you are being asked to say print ISBN. So it says publish without an ISBN or use my ISBN. So in this case, we're just gonna choose this because it says low content books like notebook, planners, journals, and other similar works don't require ISBN. It doesn't really matter actually, so I'm just going to leave that. So for the publication date, you can just choose today's date. Sometimes Amazon takes some time before your book is being published. Okay, so but I usually just choose today's date, or sometimes I don't even choose publication date because it's optional. All right, so the next thing you want to do is to choose your print option. Okay, so black and white interior with cream paper or black and white with white paper. So the one we are using is this one with white paper. As for the trim size, remember what we chose was 6 by 9 inches, so we're going to leave it at that. And then for the bleed settings, we're going to leave it at we're going to change it to bleed, okay, because we chose bleed when we're doing the formatting. And for this one, I'm going to leave it at matte. Here is where you now select and upload your manuscript and cover. So let's upload our paperback. So once you uploaded that, which is the inner page that you created, this is where you now upload the book cover. All right, so you just click on upload a cover you already have. So in this case, I actually made a mistake. I uploaded the cover here instead of the inner page. Okay, so that's why I'm seeing this error. So once you encounter an error like that, you know what to do. So just re-upload. Okay. All right. So the next thing you need to do is here. It says, does your cover include a barcode? Of course, it doesn't include a barcode. So just leave it like that. So next thing you want to do is to click on launch preview. You have to just do this before you can move to the next stage. All right. So you just click on launch preview. This particular process might take some time, so I'm going to pause this video right now and then I will resume it once I have it done. Okay, so this is how your book will look like. Okay, like I told you, this is the most exciting part of this particular creation. As you can see, everything is now looking perfect. So this is the way your book is going to look like, and they even printed something that looks like ISBN here. It's just like a barcode for the book, and so you could just scroll to the side. You can see this is the way the book is going to look like. So we don't need to scroll into all the pages because the pages are the same. So what I'm going to do right now is, if you're happy with the way the book is, just click on approve. So now that you have approved your book, okay, what you need to do right now is to go to pricing. But before we go there, I need to show you something quickly. This is the printing cost, okay? So the different countries have their own printing costs, all right, in their different currencies. So you need to fashion this into whatever you'll be creating as your price, okay, so that everything will fall in place. So once you have known that, just click on save and continue. Now this is where we now set our pricing, okay? So for here we have territories, and you can decide to choose individual territories, but I like to choose worldwide, okay, for this particular book. And primary marketplace, we've already chosen it to be Amazon.com, and this is where you are not going to put the price, okay? So you can see here that the minimum price as per Amazon to fashion in the printing cost and everything is $3.87, okay, and the maximum is $250. So here there are a lot of people who choose different pricing, so you can go to Amazon and see the different pricing there. But as for me, I'm just going to choose around 5.45. Let's see what the gain will be. So here my royalty would be 0.95. So I decided to increase it to 5.99 so that I can have at least a royalty of $1.27 is it called cent now, okay? So that is my royalty. So each time I make sale, all right, I'm going to make this particular amount. So that's the same thing that's going to be for you. So you can decide to choose a different pricing for different countries, but Amazon has already done that, has converted, so you can decide to just leave everything the way they are. So once you're done with that, the terms and conditions says it can take up to 72 hours for your book to be available for purchase on Amazon, which is totally fine. And if you are good with everything, right, just click on publish your paper book. Hooray! Yeah, you need to give yourself a pat at the back and clap for yourself because you just published your first low content book on Amazon. So Amazon are going to review this, right, just like they have written here. They are going to review it, and within 72 hours your book should be available for purchase. Once it's approved, Amazon will send you an email to say that your book is already available, okay?
Wow, so you just published your first no content book on Amazon. Congratulations, my friend. Please, I would appreciate every feedback that I get on this video. So I want you to drop what you think about this tutorial in the comment section below. What do you think I can improve next time? Or you can even suggest any topic you want me to cover in my next videos. So before you leave, please like this video, subscribe now, and turn up notifications so that anytime I post videos like this, you'll be the first to know. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.